Happy New Year! Chinese New Year! What's up, everyone? It is the BTC man. Happy Chinese New Year. It is Chinese New Year in the Western world. So this is basically a kickoff for Chinese New Year in a lot of the Asian countries. We're going to be doing a Chinese New Year series. I got like 3 different videos I'm going to make, and I'm going to be pushing them out, one today, maybe one tonight, and another one tomorrow, or whatever. It'll be one a day or something like that. But anyways, I'm going to add that to it because Chinese New Year is a huge holiday. It's completely different than the Western world where they celebrate it for one day, where most of Asia, they celebrate it for a month. So that's why it's such a huge impact on the crypto verse. It's because pretty much everyone is just, on vacation, eating and celebrating and gambling and drinking. So anyways, let's get straight to it, and we're gonna go to the coin market cap. So today what we got going on is kind of to me a little chill day. It's just been a little bit of a pullback. We're at 8,392 for Bitcoin. Got red going down, red, little pullback time. The market cap is 230 billion, 24-hour volume is 75, and BTC dominance is 66, so it's gotten a little bit higher. And I got my red on because it's Chinese New Year, everyone, so ding 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 ding, Chinese New Year. Anyways, I'm going to be going to Chinese New Year party in a little bit, so I want to get this video done, and let's go on to the charts. Here we go. So pretty much right now, I have the Ichimoku Cumulus indicator on right now, and we got some heavy downside pressure, and it's just like, basically pushing Bitcoin down. I see Bitcoin kind of going sideways and then getting pushed down in the next coming weeks back to, anywhere between 7,680 right here with my trend line, horizontal trend line that I made right here. So that's what I see the future of Bitcoin. We're going to have a pretty significant drop down by, under $1,000. And then we'll see what will happen then. On this idea that we have right here, we can see a pullback that's actually happening to 7,500. So it's pretty close to what, it's going to break down on this channel that we have here. It'd probably be a pretty good short to make, if we actually slip past this 8,300. Okay, on to this article, straight to it. How much influence will China have on the future of Bitcoin? This is by Martin Young on Bitcoinist, and the rundown is China, the bigger picture, the future of Bitcoin and China. China is intrinsically tied with Bitcoin, more so than any other nation. The state has little tolerance for it, that much is known, but can past events give us any insight of the future of this fragile relationship? As Chinese New Year approaches, many analysts are looking for clues as to whether this will affect Bitcoin prices. Crypto media has decided it will be bullish and bearish at the same time. One common theory is Chinese investors will sell off holdings before the holiday to free up spending money, which will create additional bearish pressure on markets. Historical price trends show that whatever happens, this weekend will be a blip in the grand scheme of things. China, the bigger picture. A recent report by crypto trading firm SFOX has taken a deeper look into the tempestuous relationship between China and Bitcoin. The country plays such a major role in the machinations of the world's leading digital asset. China has a massive OTC market with huge domestic demand, over 2/3 of the network hash power, and many of the world's leading crypto companies and entrepreneurs. Back in 2011, Chinese Bitcoin exchange BTCC was launched just a year after the first ever exchange went live. 2 years later, industry giants like Huobi and Bitmain were founded in China. In late 2013, the Chinese government banned Bitcoin from banks and domestic exchanges, but did not prohibit trading or ownership. By 2015, 4 Chinese mining pools, F2 Pool, Ant Pool, PTCC Pool, and BW.com, commanded over half the hash rate. Jeez, that's not messing around. It's like they control half the whole market. We don't have 2 billion people for no reason, right? Pressure on Chinese yuan led to a surge in investment, causing Bitcoin prices to increase at the end of 2016. By late 2017, the regime had banned ICOs and domestic crypto exchanges, causing an exodus of companies to friendlier climes such as Hong Kong and Singapore. In late 2019, President Xi Jinping publicly endorsed blockchain technology, leading to a 33% surge in Bitcoin prices in a couple of days. It is clear from these few pivotal events that China has a huge influence over Bitcoin markets. Asia, people, is massive, okay? I don't think a lot of Western people know that Asia is half the rest of the world, and they have way more people, and they've been around for thousands of years before, most of the Western world. So they're a very, very, very old civilization. And when it comes to money, they don't mess around. Like during New Year's, they give money away. That's like good for, they're all about fortune. Like they give money away. When you go to weddings, you give money to them. So, money is king in the Asian mind. The future of Bitcoin in China. Just like the freedom of information, Beijing wants no part of Bitcoin and has made every effort to prevent its burgeoning population using it, because they want their own cryptocurrency, of course. They don't want everyone to be putting their money in there, basically ruin their currency. With decades of censorship and prohibition, the people are quite adept at subverting their totalitarian rulers and can easily get BTC, as ownership of it is still perfectly legal in China. China is leading the world in the central bank digital currency race, with Europe and the rest of the world playing catch up. Do you hear that, people? The US hasn't even got off the starting grid as the current administration is, more focused on enriching billionaire bankers even further. In China, they've already, they had a site, and they've been putting everything in the blockchain. Like their plans is to basically put all commodities, rice, alcohol, everything, real estate, everything's going to be on the blockchain. So I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's in a way it's scary, because all your assets will be on a blockchain and they can turn it off at any given time and switch to ownership. It's total control. That's what mainly that's what mainly what Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but what the blockchain is. It's complete control. People do have to understand that. I think in the very beginning it was used as a way where it's like, oh, this is underground, and this is against the central banking system and all like that. But it's not. It's for a one ruler to be ruling over all, and everything's as asset wise under the sun will be on the blockchain. That's the future, everyone. Scary, but that's the truth. China's motives are centered on more surveillance of monetary flows and control over the finances, booyah, of the population. However, CBDC will bring crypto money to the masses in a country that is already streets ahead of digital and mobile payments. They pay everything off of their mobile phone. A younger generation wary of failing banks and dictatorial rulers will want more freedom, and Bitcoin provides this. China will maintain its influence over Bitcoin markets for some time, but it may not be all bad news. Demand is unlikely to be diminished, especially if the economy is starting to feel the pinch. As we have seen before, weaker currencies strengthen the safe haven narrative, and the Chinese are experts at investing where it counts. Bitcoin will be forever, because it's not just like, every country, like Israel's making their own digital currency, Venezuela, everyone's making their own currency. But the difference between Bitcoin is that everyone loves Bitcoin from all over the world, all different religions, nationalities, everything. So that's why Bitcoin's so great. And then I have one last little article just to end this video with, from Crypto Potato. Chinese New Year's coming up. Price history reveals Bitcoin bulls should be worried. Oh, this sounds so bearish. Oh. The cryptocurrency market, being a relatively young and small one, is frequently affected by external forces. Sometimes one of those factors could sound a bit strange on the surface, but it could deliver a severe impact. It's the Chinese New Year. The holiday is taking place during the first weekend between January 25th, Saturday, and 27th, Monday. A quick look at the Bitcoin's longer-term price chart can reveal this occasion had a tremendous bearish effect on the price of Bitcoin over the past years. So let's look back, people. Chinese New Year negative impact on Bitcoin price. History is not indicative of future results and should not be taken as science, especially in one extreme high volatile cryptocurrency market. Yet, one shouldn't also ignore the fact that over the past years we have seen a constant price drop during the week of the Chinese New Year holiday. Well, we are right around there, so this is the weekend now. We will see, right? Right here it's showing year 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. Right here we have pre-NY high 400, pre-CNY high 1000, pre-CNY high 14,000, and pre-CNY high 4,041. CNY low on 2019 3,350. That was a super low, right? CNY low 7,000. CNY low 800, CNY low 371 on 2016. And yeah, all of them had a price drop, as you can see, 17% last year, 2018 50%. That was a big dippy dip, right? In 2018. 2017 was the year of the rise. 2016 was also a chill year of the rise. Whether it's relatively minor price drop 8% as it was in 2016 or a huge 50% during the formation of the 2018 bearish market, the conclusion is clear. The latter was also particularly hurtful as it came just a few weeks after BTC reached its all-time high of 20,000. In the other two mentioned years, 2017 and 2019, the largest cryptocurrency noted around a 20% decline during the holiday. I'm thinking we're going to have like something like that, around 20%, maybe 15, 10, between there, 10 to 20% drop. China and its major effect on the crypto market. The Chinese New Year is not the only thing coming from the country that has had a significant role. In regard to the cryptocurrency prices, this has been true especially between the years of 2014 to 2016 where China dominated the Bitcoin trading, but it's also true today. Last November, Chinese President Xi Jinping urged the country to start utilizing more blockchain. The market accepted his words as a cryptocurrency adoption. The Bitcoin recorded a 40% daily surge, which was the highest daily percentage increase in 8 years and in the highest price of Bitcoin over the past 6 months. That's how powerful China is, people. They just talk some words and booyah, it's on. President Xi's words also had a significant effort on most of the Chinese-based crypto projects. However, this positive vibe in the nation didn't last long, as officials quickly clarified that cryptocurrencies are still illegal. Moreover, the country said that it wants to adopt only the technology and push its blockchain, not Bitcoin, narrative even further. Of course, they don't want the Bitcoin to be dominant. The effect was instantaneous again, but this time it headed south. Bitcoin, for instance, started plunging almost immediately and noted its 6-month low. That's manipulation, people. That is the name of the game, as you know, with the whole deal with Iran happening, it going up, and now China saying what they're saying and it's going down. So that's just part of the game. We all know it. But we are hardcore Bitcoiners. All of us love cryptocurrencies. Of course, there are a lot of cryptocurrencies that you shouldn't be a part of whatsoever. And there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that you should. And they should definitely have a factor of working in the real world. So that's how you know if you have something solid, that they're working with a great company or companies and they're part of a bigger plan, everyone. Anyways, this is the first part of the Chinese New Year series. I will have 2 other. If you guys have not subscribed or liked my video, do that right now. Subscribe and like my video. I appreciate it so much. Happy Chinese Year, everyone. And BTC Man is out!